If you are thinking of a bank that takes care of customers' needs by providing quality services with flexibility, reliability, and innovation, think Trust Bank Limited. With Trust Bank Limited mobile banking, you enjoy services such as balance inquiry, mini statement, funds transfer between accounts, exchange rates, mobile airtime top-up, stop ATM card, checkbook request, and PIN change. Our real-time gross settlement allows the customer to instruct the bank to transfer funds from their account to another account at another bank. Our expertise and experience in international banking is both legendary and the envy of the market. Retail banking, one bank, different amazing packages. Whether you are interested in savings account, current account, time or fixed deposit account, lending or overdraft, our team of dedicated staff is always ready and willing to help you out with your transactions as you wish. Corporate banking. Trust Bank Limited offer the most convenient services for deposit accounts, credit facilities, trade finance, bond and guarantee, and foreign currency account. With e-banking, you can make electronic bill payments and online banking and enjoy 24-hour access to your cash with our ATM. With the largest network of branches and agents, we give you the convenience to receive funds as you please. Trust Bank Limited, proudly Gambian.
fay lempo warugal la ci képp koo xam ne doomi réew mi nga ak ñu fi dëkk bu fekkee ne ci at mi sa koom-koom weesu na $2,400 dalasi mbete weer bu nekk di nga am lu tollu ci $2,000 dalasi lempo si la nguur gi di sukkandiku ngir liggéey yokkute réew mi GRA mooy banxaas bu nguuri Gambia sas ngir mu fayeku lépp luy lempo ci biir réew mi ba tax na GRA di yëgal faykati lempo yi ne warugal la pour ñu fay lu ñu naan withholding tax on contract payment maanaam bépp contrat bu waay joxe te ci biir réew mi lañu toog kon xaalisi contrat bi ngeen nangotoo war nga cee wàññi ci xayma téeméer bu nekk fukka bu fekkee ne contrat bi dëkkut ci biir réew mi bu boobaa di nga war a wàññi téeméer bu nekk fukka ak juróom lii mooy lempo bu ñu naan withholding tax on contract payment lii mooy lempo bi nga xam ne yow mi joxe contrat warugal la nga wëlbatiku dem fay ko ci maakaani GRA tax office bu la gën a jege mbete ci banque yi GRA jagleel pour fay lempo war ngaa jébal lempo bi si diiri fukki fan ak juróom gannaaw bi nga wàññee ci xaalis si contrat bi amul benn contracto bu ñu teggil fay lempo bi xanaa mu fekk ne nguuri Gambia ñoo ko jégale boole si projet yi nga xam ne mbootaay ndimbali ñoo koy dépense GRA di fayeku lempo ngir yokk.
For the first time in the history of the Gambia, Gambia Printing Publishing Corporation proudly introduces the Biliomatic exercise book printing machine. The machine has the capacity to print more than 20,000 books per hour. Yes, 20,000 books per hour. It also prints magazines, newspapers, calendars, flyers, normal books, and all kinds of printed documents, plus items at affordable prices. With the Biliomatic printing machine, GPPC can now render high quality and non-size restricted printing service supply across the sub-region. Rush now and partner with GPPC for all your public and private printing service needs. Print with us today and you'd be offered highly professional, reliable and efficient service delivery by our team of experts. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation is here to meet all demands and is reliable at all times. For more info, contact us on 437-4493 or 437-4402. GPPC is Gambian and it's yours.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel.
This is Kerr Fatou. Fatou.
Hello and welcome to another edition of our show, Kerr Fatou. Badi ngal bismillah na programme ton kamin ke jang aramisa kana kachal fi na le drum mimbe kering banko kang bi nak na programme to alian ko ning esa le katara jang ani olifal esa is out of the country right now. Is in Dakar attending a conference. Me alko banku do ko long wala tinna atemantara jam, but only of course right now she's busy campaigning for Sadibou Kamaso and she's not been picking my calls, so she's not here. But we're going to have an interesting show, and to do the show this evening I have with me Buba. Welcome to the show for the first time, actually. Didn't know whether for Jamman Kela Tabulo Kanti, the young is you know, you got to see cool because this is totally different from. But welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Uncle Falan Suraja. Uncle Falan, welcome to Kerr Fatou for the first time. You know, right?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. And today we are going to talk about NIA 9 trial. What happened at the High Court. We will look at what really happened in the courtroom. Buba was there. In fact, I know it was very emotional. Uncle Falang was not there. I remember I might be the first person to inform him because he didn't know the verdict at that point. I don't have a care in it, but I think I gave him the news. But we will talk about that, and of course, we will also have lawyer Ousainou Darboe who will join us over the phone to give his reaction to the verdict. Fatima Sandeng Fanambe react lale. We wanted to have Nogoy, and Nogoy is not feeling very well. She wanted to be here so bad, but she's not feeling well. Of course, Mohammed Sandeng, who the whole day I've been in courthouse yesterday, he promised to come, but I think overwhelmingly he's feeling very so he was not able to make it. So Tolba Katalal Drong, and we'll get other reactions as well. But before Ngadum program in details, let's look at what happened at the court. Buba report Minkeje Charles, if the report is ready, let's look at that report right now.
After 5 years of trial, Justice Kumba Silla Kamara has on Wednesday sentenced to death for the murder of Ibrahima Solo Sandeng. Yankuba Baji, ex-director of NIA, who is the first accused person, Sheikh Omar Jang, ex-director of operations, who is the third accused person, Bouakar Salah, the fourth accused person, Tamba Masri, the seventh accused person, and Lamin Dabo, the eighth accused person. The other accused, Luis Gomez, ex-deputy director of the said agency, who is the second accused person, died in the course of the trial while in the custody of the state. And Yusfa Jammeh, who is the fifth accused person, was acquitted by the court before the end of the trial upon the state's application for his acquittal for lack of evidence to continue prosecuting him. And Haruna Suso, who is the sixth accused person, is discharged and acquitted in all counts, and he shall be released. Except Lamin Langsanyang, the accused person refused to enter the dock the last time they came to court. They remain seated despite the judge's order that they must get in the dock. Their refusal is a protest to the judge's insistence to continue with the case despite the call by the accused persons to rescue herself in the case. Reading the judgment at the High Court in Banjul on Wednesday, Justice Kumbasila Kamara said, due to the heinous crimes committed by Yankuba Baji, the first accused person, Sheikh Omar Jang, the third accused person, Bouakar Sala, the fourth accused person, Tamba Masire, the seventh accused person, and Lamin Darboe, the eighth accused person, which led to the gruesome murder of late Solo Sandeng. 1. Yankuba Baji, Sheikh Omar Jang, Bouakar Sala, Tamba Masire, and Lamin Darboe are sentenced to each to death for the murder of Solo Sandeng for count 2, which shall be carried out with accordance with the law, subsection 28 of the Criminal Code. Yankuba Baji, Sheikh Omar Jang, Bouakar Sala, Tamba Masire, and Lamin Darboe are also sentenced to each 10 years in prison for count 1 for conspiracy to murder, contrary to section 204 of the Criminal Code. Yankuba Baji, Sheikh Omar Jang, Bouakar Sala, Tamba Masire, and Lamin Darboe are also sentenced to each 5 years in prison for counts 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for causing harm to Nogoy Njai, Modu Ngom, Kafu Bayo, Ibrahima Jabang, Fatou Kamara, and Fatmata Jawara, contrary to section 214 of the Criminal Code. Yankuba Baji, Sheikh Omar Jang, Bouakar Sala, Tamba Masire, and Lamin Darboe are also sentenced to 5 years in prison for the offense of conspiracy in committing felony for each counts 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, contrary to section 368 of the Criminal Code. The ninth accused person, who is Lamin Langsanyang, is sentenced to 10 years in prison for count 15 and 10 years in prison for count 16. The same person is sentenced to 5 years in prison for count 17 for the account of forgery, contrary to section 322 of the Criminal Code. Lamin Langsanyang is also sentenced to 5 years in prison for count 18 for making documents without authority, contrary to section 332 of the Criminal Code. The first, third, and ninth accused persons, who is Yankuba Baji, Sheikh Omar Jang, and Lamin Langsanyang, are sentenced to 5 years in prison each for count 19 for the offense of fabricating evidence to intend to deceive judicial proceedings, contrary to section 98 of the Criminal Code. The first accused person, Yankuba Baji, is sentenced to 1 year in prison for count 20 for the offense of disobedience to duty, contrary to section 115 of the Criminal Code. The first and third accused persons, Yankuba Baji and Sheikh Omar Jang, are sentenced to each 8 years in prison for count 21 for the offense of abducting to murder, contrary to section 235 of the Criminal Code. The first and third accused persons, Yankuba Baji and Sheikh Omar Jang, are sentenced to each 6 years in prison for each account 22, 23, 24, and 25 for the offense of abducting in order to subject persons with severe harm, contrary to section 237 of the Criminal Code. The prosecution team in the case of the 9 intelligence officers was headed by lawyer Antuman Gay and comprised of Richard Y. Mendy, Lamin S. Kamara, Yasin Senghor, and Kombe Gay. The accused persons were standing trial on 25 charges ranging from murder, causing grievous harm, accessory, conspiracy to commit felony, among others. Reporting for Kerr Fatou, I am Buba Gajigo. After 5 years...
Welcome back to our show. Badingolu nalbe join kan sante din ron kom ngafu nyamin ron na Thursday programme nka minke jang aramiso aramisa ka fengol nati mimbe kering bi esati jang olifana mantara jang. I'm joined by Buba ka fale dron. If you're watching us right now and you're able to support the network, you can send us stars yes, through our text messages and you will be able to support the network directly. Buba reporter jube minke at the court. I want to start with you. Kunung, we kept getting in touch with you guys. Jojo Kumba Silla Kamara, I think from Samanda 9 a.m. She was delivering the judgment until after 9. Almost 10 hours, 11 hours judgment. Now take us through, how was the mood at the courtroom? Muneketa courtroom otokuno.
Well, judgment ruling mi alon ko ajam fata bake koto mi alon ko abe court jam faring wol kono Gambia banko kanjam, because ne ajibe nying start for 5 years now. Gambia jam man court mi alon ko a jamfara ten so kuning akam dala ko ruling ketale environment o benu nyame ngat force nga jele paramilitary dural be muta it fak banjula entrance ni na rafo ajoto ga paramilitary leje be lorin dulal be ro ni na rafo code bunda do farang andi ni tamira code la paramilitary le bije dulal be to e janjandi but code fangola premises kono ike je lorin jere code bunda fangoro kiti o kira dame bijele kono to fanang i jama balle bije bunda to anin George be dame ma fangola so wala tandi ko is case le mialon ko high profile case le cause le mialon ka kuma ya tabakala so kabring mol be duna sa fono ko mol kiti boni fatale teb mol natale mialon ko e batam solo sanden na family to anin mol mialon ko e close ta solo sanden na family lan sa fono wala dimbayalu ana signol mo jamal bi jele mi alon koy natale pour que mabe kitio nyinna prominent mol mi alon koy botatale site adingo Mohammed sandeng bi jele anala muso fanam be dum jele nata pour que mabe kitio nyinna nga mol fanan jele mi alon koy nata in solidarity min kera yankuba baji anin mo kotangol mi alon ko wolle ben kiti bungo anin mol mi alon ko wolle bije itol fanam badi ngonata nunje mi yatinna kiti bungo nyim fata commencé kabeng talang kononto ka read because ngalo ne ko asia batale because kiti mi alon ka tara ko sanjulul asia batale so Justice Kumba Silla Kamara start carried from 9 atara le 4 talang fula tambira aman tenten no because aman break soro kabring 9 for after 2 p.m. another break soro ko abe 10 minutes break soro la because reading ni jamfarale mo inata break diala atare fonyondi minute tan amurtana a tenten tan ka reading ge kote ke fo wuraron sa fono some minutes de tuta pour fitro esi I break dota because wo tumo fana batata so anata break fulan jangota then anata muruna so ala saban nyongo nyinne anata sentencing ke ka rule kol mi alon ko ye wolle kuntu ni molto mi alon ko wolle be kiti bungoto andum lafta wolle senade because ne ajibe mo jawal kam wole nyinde ko mo kono to le benunje barin ka jele mo lulu ye wolle sentence to death and orders so the case is case ni start journal kabra be start kan mo kono to le bije wolem yankuba baji atelem first accused person Luis Gomez lem second accused person Luis Gomez atelem deputy director general exactly so say Omar Jendem third accused person so Baukar Silla atelem fourth accused Yusfa Jammel fifth accused Haruna Suso lem 60 Tamba Masre lem 70 Lamin Dabo lem 80 aning Lamin Lang Sanyang atelem 90 wolem medic nyinti atelem the 9 accused person kabring code nyin datita a commencé nga Luis Gomez jel mi alon ko atlem second accused mi alon ko atlem deputy director general ti NIA ate bantal before case nyimbe banda andun ni mo bantay buka tentendino ka kitinde wala na yate bondije kabri yate bondije sa tuta mo sey so kitio nyimbita kan bari imanna CDRO soto Yusfa Jammela koto akamtale ko evidenol mi alon ko lebina kan kiti bungoto femma tandi ko ate tata mulu kono mi alon ko liparoke wala tarta mulu kono mi alon ko ye solo sandem fa mi atina nata filing ke pour yate bondi kol ko yate bondi case nyin kono atelem fifth accused person ni kera Yusfa Jammeh inata ate bondi kol kono sa tutaji mo worowula wolle be tula case nyinto akamtal ko nyim mo worowulol wolle judgment le rita kuno exactly wolle la judgment le rita kuno wolem yankuba bajiti first accused Sheikh Omar Jeng third accused person Babukar Sala fourth accused person aning Tamba Masere 7 accused person Lamin Dabo 8 accused person aning Lamin Lang Sanyang 9 accused person nyilela judgment or rita so ibajela apart from Lamin Lang Sanyang nying modul mialon ko wolle tutaje sa fono ko yankuba baji se Omar Jang Bakar Sala Tamba Masere ani Lamin Dabo kiti bungo ya tandile ko ñilmu molleti mi alon ko tafawtale andum itolle solo sandem fa wolem saya kam tale ko ye sentence le to death wolem ñindi ko ñanda faala but nga understand ne saying luwato Gambia banko kan janni sentence so dead most of the akake life in prison akake waldi anyway president wa sembo soto le pour ka enforce but then kabring Mansakunda falingo kira ma woje aketa follow akake life in prison nedi so yetol sentence wala life in prison
for killing Solo
Sandem ye sentence wala ye sentence le fanam for 10 years in prison inate sentence fanam 5 years so counts jamal le biye mi alon ko
for 25
ye sentence wala exactly so the bajela yankuba baji atelem nyaton kodi beden ibe min fakan wolem nyindi ko wala nyaton ko yakon a kala mutale nyim buterol min beke kan waddo la ka trasire ne aka moy andon femma ko babare amam fenki ji ando atelem nyaton kodi so kiti bunga ya te muta walla so se Omar Jeng mi alon ko atelem mi alon director of operations ate molti mi alon ko atele mo sabanyo wala atele bula pour li parola yate tumi wala ando sa dankene atele kiti o ya dankene ndile ko atele minketa Tamba Masireti Lamin Dabo kada fo Boubacar Sala ñi mo sabol atele bula ka solo sandem bouté anin ka nogo njaay wol bouté ita atele bula wala andum fanan atel tata ñing Lamin lan sonko yam be futala la kotole pour ka death certificate foj nyimbulu ka sign in yara pour ya nati kiti bungora ka tandi ko ay death certificate sore because code ya confirm already sign ko solo sandem fata to leburo because kabe teske ya tandile ko loss of blood wala min de ko yellow mim bontato baake wala ya fa so code ye be proof le that means a fata ito lebulu enayo reparol ya lipa min ani yellow mim bota bala wala ya fa so yetol tumi wala so saying moment to je wala Lamin lang sanya to mediglete ate bulata ko kono nyaadi le is ate date certificate le prepare prepare mi wala solo sande na date certificate because at first balantale ko de solo sande mam fa NIA afata but then iko sede jamal le nata miliyalon ko ya tandile kabin solo sande ka boya abe kendiare ne fem mantarala andum kabra futata NIA tawmen na fem mantarala bare li parole mi alon ko e wala kala wala tinna anata bang bare ko nyim fojiri mi alon ko wala ki anum fanan ka kayto dada mi anin luwa manta ate Lamin lang sanya ya te count killing oto ya sentence to 10 years in prison count do fana ya sentence to 5 years in prison ate Lamin lang sanya mi alon ko ate mu medic nyineti so atata wala nyama so ka sutiyan is Yankuba Baji Sheikh Omar Jeng Boubacar Sala anin Tamba Masire ni Lamin Dabo ye wala sentence to death
life in
ye sentence to death life imprisonment and the reason is ye solo sanded nefa so Lamin lan sanya ati fo minke death certificate la ka nati ka wuliya fo ka kufo kiti bungo mi alon ko man soto anun ka fojiri franke ka kayto fanan dada watra anin luwani sarto manta wala tinna atikira multi mi alon ko yate sentence to 10 years in one count in the other counts ya sentence fanan to 5 years imprisonment before sentencing before be sentence la kiti ndirlaji min kira justice Kumba Sila Kamarati ay foenne pour momo lafta ka diam isi diamu le janning abe sentence la itol be sa fono e diam tale Yankuba follow diamuta ako pour isi masi wala minti ko ka balafa la kan janni be kito jin kuntula bari sol mu dimba tioleti andum fanan mo jaman le be koma dabe kuma kan to mi alon ko ya wafo c'est Omar Jeng atela diamo jam fata demanding ate ko afanan ko mo jaman le bate koma andung dimba le babulu mo jaman le be dependi kan ako pour kiti bungo sa mako na trebe ibe sentencing kela akana a jawya ada fanan kita multimia lon ko dia
bare nga jara kumo kono ila fengo ta ya foko nin kuno munum biti ate nyin kela
exactly
that means ko ya accept le ko ni ke kiti ni minna ya kela
exactly ayo fo kuma kan wal ya ko na tara kuno mu bileti no nyim mu kuleti mi alon ko ata sein kanna medik nim fanan diamuta akwate fang nim majina ko din lulu akole babulu andum young family akole babulu akala muso bijele so kono andara dinne ngala tele kala karambu ngobe jo ate fana dani roki kiti bungola pour isi bala fa tamande ani nyin ko tangol be bili alon ko wolle diam jodi the cause of it ndak problem o kira no jele
mina woto because now mo kujama la kete so we come to the mood at the court but ango falang ni report o nyinje e buba moya min fo min keta kototo mune kitela first reaction oti kuno ibe min tole ye nyinkulu ya observe nyaadila
ala yalo kuno mbenu lari na fande la min sanda yen ko la ko nye baba an kay ko nam akonye bile nyun ko be ruling kala da fere ya fonte fon e sanyinde mfelen kombita court akonye bari meta kanade ibaka nenka ko well bon there's no point pour ntengata ko
tol fon as a media actually court temale nga kalamuta rosta ye mo jama malo I don't know how it was not publicized but mol ma kalamuta
definitely mol ma kalamuta and secondly nga mera solo la case si nya fula damale nga aten kabri yambula nga katan aten le once twice then lawyer party leader natang advice ko it's not advisable pour ite kata ko nying aten katu si fana kumandi nole o si sula nole le as a weakness so wala tuna solo la case definitely mbuka aten bari modu ngom wala kante field no wala ka information jama dinna katu buka miss no ala all the time akatala jare bara fana ta matale amanna juna bari komi yemen 50 kabra ba 50 nembalo borta bake katu kabri be solo fala ala nyalimba o man tambi karkili na karfula ndun din kononto wala be solo bulu din kononto ni tol ka dimba ko kumbo e ka foko dimba lebe bulu ani yemen fadu yena imagine ni solo jibe ye solo lo ya lipa fa bulu ya fa ko min wulo ya lipa ndum sedo yemen jindi wala nyindiko ye lole ka babala imam bala fa soto imam miral kusoto itol ma mira ko ka hadama di wala kete nko ye dunya jele de itol ma lon ko tol ka hadama di wala ke o nyama fo ka be wala ke o nyama ye hadama di ngomuta be kende yari tanaman kala ya lipa yolobe soronto la bala yolobe bola bala imam hakil imam akamunda ko buka hadama di ngonya because no ko tante fawala yente lipa fo binam fala yelo ka bombola nyame alon alale ka jongo makoy ku kilin wolu nga kam fa ko men soto na talembe sasari niaji bembe nyamen iko nyanta njarele ila medicament fo aka fo be tapale yalla wallahi kabrin wolu nen ko prisin jang hani la bor keso fatala ngam fanto alabul I mean can you imagine hadama dingo lipa yorobe bola bala ika fo ko akala pe jarale ika fo la be tapale yalla can you imagine so kabri woto lente kam fatan ko nyuno no ala temte fala jante ngol fon ko ala tem fala kam fatan no fon ko to bita honga struggle lante do morke lante ku kala bari nata miran ko no nim fata di late e ya jame ba fala le -1 ko inshallah te fala jambe survive akamunta ko ye kule dum kono because no wontem fana be fala because that very night kabri yen tol samba yen lipa nata nasel ko don ko ye solo sandem fa that came to me direct ko yeso because ngajele yente lipa nyame nun tolni mo sabo ya fonya nunde e konte falan sonko lamaro ani solo sande e konye ko sungen dof lo benyo NIA du ngeen fi genati bi wo mo sabol kono
leftana la wolto bi wo mo sabol kono
ndamale bija follow
kide
mu safo ko follow
mu kide le bi wo mo so ndamale bija
kide fangonte bari ni ngam miram ku ke nyol la kunu anin ni be nyoy nyame anin ka mennuke aka jam fambala ba sometime ninte fa yella nka fule binte fano kala ala yalo definitely bari nak well dunia be wala nyama bari abe balafa na ta kamen ki jama nka men fodoro wolen ko mo yentol jo mo mantol jo ala bentol jo lale na kemen kamma wolen gambiate bari bi ibuka kala mutafan kontol be baluri na jaral kulembang na dimbaya kulemba abe nyama ibuka kala mutafan kontol be baluri fo banku dum kendo le killing at least hanni man fen kenye bari ka appreciate ko na kule bondi banko kan o na la life sacrifice le pour Gambia bari bi même ma bala fati ibuka kala mutafan commune tol ye kule ke on dunta kule la pour banko wala sama kama that is very interesting.
That is very interesting. Ya kilo blande bi katu nogo nyanta talla nyi programme to ngam ngafu nyami kabringa nogo kuma de bi samanda tonya anti nogo hakilo janjanta bake katu biya mantara kende are sasa ta bake andum kunum judgment do fintita ko ye bodily harm batandiro min kela li paro tinyaro min be kon bi anya kilo abu kala fke jeno bak right now asingo abu katama no right now abe bataring bi nadia muta hakilo janjanta bake kunun ne wo judgment o jita kunun bi so mandante nadia muta akonye fatu nte buka kukeno I could not even speak more than 2 minutes to nogoy abalafa warta
and then even lamaro until na bota mile to data janjambure but all the time ninna be kachala ka fonye ne fala ntete balula nka je la muneketa akonye yemposi le nka ko no la wobula wa nka jumal be posa akonye fala nka ko nam akonye ko i content ne ko e dayele ye bul ko nota ya kenne ko nota nka ko ma mari ki ya bulo kunda akonye nga ba ibem fala nka ko la nka ko bitu nka ko no bot kana wori manku kela akonye hanna atra to nyante fam bari alata wala ay wala muta sondo moko lumen yembula Amira, after 1 month or so, nate konye lamman kendea. Atata nunjara rola santo ta murtana. Anata, ntata jana na bente ko ya lani minto. Is it Medicare? Or
Medicare, for
yes, Africmed. Nga lantra to tumo parliamentary election ole binasika. Nte nata nga lanje lari ntebe kumbola. Nata dron la ya start ka fonyeko. Na ila satoto sabak sanjal akonye nkoye kari londi nkoye ta kari nyini ka malo ni katanya nkaye langa akonye na nkaye lang nkaye konte be mira le kalola ite me mire fanne ke mira politique kula la muneketa akonye fala nkaye kona akonye ngatu ala bulu honestly nyaye boyta lankan ko nono langta mekla but anyina ta fanna anyina ta ko bela aka politiko fonye sabak sanjal ngoy kari tombo ngoy ta kare malum foy ta kare dama wala muso ko nyoko nyimbete ne kay ko lang nte ka mire kalole te me mire kungole me mire fina foy te ka politique mo fonte lang akonya fala kay na akonya ko nga ala seje
moko solo sandeng up to the last minute janna ka fa ani la moronyo yo ta fote the conviction ijiko mu minti ka Gambia bonde anena mamboybulu hane kabiring the last minute anin antinogela interview I explain ne akonyo ko anin Gambia hamo fatal ana fatal andi bo si fal foka ramoro nakodo de
in fact for the past 15 years janni nyimbe kela kabringa situation oji bendron ka fo ne ko allahumma salatan tolni ya jamme talala nimme ngomen kaw mira nyinala lunkiling nyim baba galle jallo na honorable membe burfut e ko defectale from APRC inata UDP so mbe silo kam burfun ka fo nko soroy barin kali ne ko allahumma salatan ya jamme talala ko nyoto ngaseko nkaye muneketa ko mol bita politiko leti ka fonto le ko allahumma salatan ni talala nkaye ko yes politiko fonga oke nkaye bar allahumma salatan na talala kabrin tata baba galle nyoli awolu ni emitigo ken tata solo ntebe banyul le mbe gara solto solo yenkol akonye fala nkaye ko nam akonye bemi nkaye ko mfelembe gara sota akonye ko mfele amdalay akonye mbinaka akonye mbatu mbinaka akonye yeme folen to nyati nkaye wole mune woti akonye allahumma salatan ya jamme talala
ndesan
kabra nata ala silo be dantenye ala soko non tele ata around Westfield nga pick wolto nata ata la soko no ay silo be dantenye the next day ntata Birkama nga meeting o soto wolto kabri mota Birkama nata NIA la NRP la bureau Westfield because ntele kanyin coordinate nun ko patrol be nyanta nala le together pour nga coalition ke pour mbe ya jame bonni no la nyame because mbe agree tale ko nga not from the not filter but this time around nimma not together nte ya jame bonni no la it's not possible ntele ka coordinate no okay then kabri nyin ko keta solo ko nyeko mbele be den nyin ko lan ko yes kabri mbota Birkama nga na plan sol be kacha nata je wala office akonyo ko tomorrow mba fule bene e baby nale mbele bet denna mbe finti lankay ko okay kabrim fano keta ntanga na coordination okay number on kabrim musno ntata ngamol pik nyanta menno pik la nata solo la korda ko non sorta so manda juno ko nya fintita nata bambo nga solo tra sirinje anin fake ba koli anin di late lamaro di late fake ba koli ngeto lel tra sirin bambo ni kachata ntata mol kama kabrin nata fom futata bureau to manjay nga situation no jiben nkay ko sola ko nyoko nam ngay ko yamirante nyim bay la folun kote ate benna de immediately solo kamfata immediately la kamfata ako nyoko non hanni sahabe jamitale
ndesa
immediately la kamfata nkay ko solo for me no problem hanni ni mo fulale mbitale bari nga situation no je nyama ko nya nkay konte mol la response to la ko nya ali ngata mol be fintilal nkay okay kabrin nata fo bambo nata fo sere kunda market nti amira no mol wotumo mol kamem fo nkal to lel batu nal findita mbebe fintila yala ni mol yen yo fi kamem fo nin nata ni ajibe he ni den dayre pa sen jogodi du len gisati yamuru yatasi wallahi kanyene fo nimme ngo men nata en jiba yela mon ko kuma kan men fo ka fo he ni dayre pa ni sen jogodi du len gisati e kamuru katasi e la bonkono kabrin tata fo Westfield mbes lorin dame nin dolbe kutkile especially funding kewol at that time men mu UDP la national youth president anin funding kewol ntol nin solo be lori nyetol 100 meters or 200 meters away. I mean it's very interesting bi walel ba enjoy ka bari bu kemira solo la family la ibu kemira ntela family ibu kemira la marona family ibu kemira moko akamulu fe control man tara balurin fa bari alhamdulillah ngake men kama wal ngamira mobe ba achieve kan ko ngake men kama wala nyinti ko ka Gambia bondi dula batako anin ku kilimen nata interesting even te Senegal ngamira nsi doye bake wala the late Fenkel Dimma Dabo atondi Nyanya Dabo abe Dakar le wole arrangement kentole through ngamira kaprek lembang pour katantol jara
Fenkel Dabo ke
exactly fenko mem bantaten Draman Touré lamuso even wol Draman la bunkono ngal lawol to kabrin tata Draman fa ko nyeko solo sanden kabra nata Senegal abenun lari na bunkono janne ako nya bota janne atata so wolu nentenga kala mutako ya rafa atele solo jatiti solo e preparation bembeke abote to lelbu so akonye ko ntolle solo benun na bunkono janne ndefana benun wolto so kabring doctor nate ben kansula wotumo ko nyi starta ko doctor ko dal nimbaro temo dal ma understand ayenji ben fa ko nya Mr. Sonko kay ko nam akonye ko mbe advice na menna why do you want to suffer again akonye ko yemen suffer is enough now it's time for you to enjoy akonye it's time for you to enjoy akonye why do you want to suffer again you know akonye ko baro lafta menna ya lonne ina yake but definitely
hamo
na foroya aman sono wala because watakamundo ko for the past 20 years nka membe fo mole kuma kense wala ala ya lon na interest moment wala nka Gambia ke dula nyon tawadi mambaro konfenna no meyat na be o place to man konfenna bar ku kiline mun na la problème oti nga Gambia bondi problème ko nga Gambia ke dula nyon tawadi bari personal interest no wala tenno mbita APRC le because APRC fana yang ofala a lot bari nang ngani o momenti ka Gambia ke dula nyon tawte. And secondly, mbuka kuma fulale fono is not possible.
It's not possible.
Ninga men fombe wolto. Nte men ton teje, bari mbe men tombe wolto. So definitely kunung panaketa tariko Gambia la balu.
Kunung panaketa tariko ti buba. I want to go back to the courtroom. Ndol man taraje bare kumo dol minu fintita, especially Jojo ala diam kongoto. I want to read this quote from her. Ako besolo sandina kumol foka. Even after his death, his body was treated with disdain. Even the gloves they wore while digging his grave were thrown at him. He was not given a burial which he was entitled to as a Muslim.
Exactly. Yes, I will follow. During the case, okay, some of these people iba deny kanenung a proper burial dialale. They were arguing that Gabriel Banta, Mole Bije Mialon ko wale asali. Janiba Badila, but the court was able to establish establish ko nyimmanke kuti mialon ko asorata. In fact, Kabriba Samba kanka bade ala matreso ya lipa dame mialon ko yellow be soro. Glowful mialon ko wolle dunno mialon ko yellow la stain sorole. Yani wo bele ke dinko kono. Ya be bade jola. So nyimbe mu kulleti mialon ko ya established. So there was no proper bade o mialon ko aketa solo. So nyin dabe kol kono mialon ko kotia established jele kunung. So not only that, kiti o nyinto ibajela ko most of the things mialon ko the 9 NIA ibe min agiu kanun ko ya kele. It was false. Most of the things they come up with it as evidence is false because adaba kono that solo in fact amanfa NIA ata afara loptan also among kende anung, and a lot of things ko ya fabricate. So it seems like all the evidence ko ya nati. There is no evidence ko ngamo Georgia read ko okay ilanying evident wole sorota right. So, but then all the penkol mialon ko enati, most of them ye be rejected. Cannot say even most of them ye be rejected that they are false from ya salikule among kende anu ya samba loptan also ya bade kule salta mala janni ka bade nyilbe mu kulle
Jojo be rejected.
So nyilbe mu kulle mialon ko ye be rejected. Kabri ka bade ma bade ku. Imagine ye mo lipa. So this is already established by the court. So it's already confirmed. Ye mo lipa already matriso ya lipa minna yellow mialon ko le bakang glowful aning fengol mialon ko le bakang ya ni wo be bade dinka killing. That is not proper. Bade o muslimo le minlong andong solo muslimo. So ni ko proper by mole mialon ko bita fure salla yeta kasanke
salama.
Exactly kasalama. So among these people, Nyenataka mentioned that the 6 accused persons, that is Haruna Suso.
Yeah.
Haruna imate muta dulato. Akamtale ko ate freely because all this council mialong ko ye la kano ita ya be proof leko ate mantra mantra liparol kono mialong ko lekitanung ate da mantra fanang mul kono mialong ko wale solo sandem fa. So code nying ya desire purkate bula. So ya establish le fanang ko yellow mimbota bala wale siara, and it was established that solo sandem was telling them that even kabring ya lipa for at the time of mialong ko afatale there was a particular person code ya proof leko oba fakandun solo leko ye fankele ko afatale. But mampare kama follow. These were statements mialong ko iba fakang mola mialong ka fara. These are things mialong ko ya established. So kabling ruling keta far parted. In fact, the cause of the ruling there was a fracas because solo sanding ko nga funya mala family benun jele. Ading sungutin ngo mialong ko afanantarel num pour kama beje. Kabling ilbe diamu kang wolem 9 NIL dika diam kan foko pour ye dimbayal soro pour ise balal atibe min fakan wolem nyindi ko abe afanam be miraka famala. Yes, I have Honorable Darboe on the line.
Dundi line auto Honorable Darboe. Hello Honorable Darboe. Hello? Hello? Mparetale, you are live on Kerr Fatou right now. Iparetal.
Okay, yeah, I was just looking for you.
Mr. Darboe, welcome to Kerr Fatou. Kita famoti miss the program motoja. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Abakat Fatou.
Mr. Darboe, bi ngekumandi lafta min wolom kunung NIA 9 la trial case keta judgment keta kunung at the High Court. Honorable Kumba Silla Jaitele la ruling almost 10 hours. Kunung, how did you spend the day?
Actually, Mamba Kalamanong Kapoko Kununam with judgment color. Although not song the Sotono, but a Nambata Kalamano, then Kabrimbata Nabasang Ninto, Nita Kata Court Ninto, can judgment in to see the verdict been given. But around maybe around 50 Watolomo, Namra Mohammed Sunday more call, Omari, you know, Kapanyakova, that was this judgment being read, you know, yesterday. Yeah? And yes, I left an Upurkamabi, no, at least the final day of the hearing of the case. Left an Ukamat, but Arman Kitiala.
So, case when you I think even us, the media, Mojamama Kalamtano.
I was the only journalist.
Ntolunga Buba Fong was the only journalist until later. Kabringa start case of Kerr Fatou case Nime only otole more than journalists Fulanyo no not join jail later. It was something that Mojamama Kalamuta. But when did you first hear about the ruling? About the Jojo decision on Minta Muntumale Kalamta and Kabria Kalamta Etra Mintole?
Well, actually, Nakalamuta after Steve Kola Lomo, Kabako, George on judgment Ninke, and then I love medium young, Nakalamuta, Kadmolia, not the Molia, not the Santrowato, Kabanyako, maybe Nintavigator, I will see the verdict reported, you know, by you.
So Kabria Moi ko kunung the accused persons number first, third, fifth, sixth, you accused to the death sentence dealer. What was your first initial reaction?
Well, not as one academic one on Kaboko, Asimenia Onya, Konya, or the Sabatilane. Kabring 16th of 14th April 2016, we were looking for justice, Pulsolola case, and it was only yesterday, I believe the 13th of the 13th of June, the 13th of July rather, the case has finally come to a conclusion, and Tonya Sabatita, between 2016, between April 2016, and of course January 2017, Mol Melianon Kaboko, Yeninke, the Kamakam de Dolkang, you know, Kesanyol Ulindi, the Kubal, Fola, the Kubal Kela, Tauko Kutabala Jeto, Malsa in the Kubata Jetole. Yeah, I think this one contact a Kaboko, Kuketa Jetole. At never me, you see Bornia when you see Nukunya, the Jamano meant to be more Itakana Luada. Ye more Kukurunke, Naya Long Kaboko, I need to keep in Lale, a quarter keep Lale, I don't need evidence the Jeto, Menyantakra Luato, Luada Gataman Lalu Border Follow.
Bi niajube no wenjanyo dolman kende hanisain niajube modu ngom nyol dolu kafu baye nyol dolu solo sande wol tijang ngaje Sheikh Jeng, the third accused, ako during a plea to the judge wolom pour judge se masi tamandi bayri adingol be doyare ne dimbabe karafaringa dimbabe jikiringa tella ni wo plea sifa moy what would be your first reaction?
Well, really, Sheikh Jeng, yes, asako, but moment never yinkala in America ko selu sandemba o sen sandana ejemento kabu kala bayodi ilman Sunday Nimadin all dindur. Nima was in fact not even I don't think it was even not even 3 years. Yeah? But doyare. One farmer ka tilimbalia ka fa yeah bi yana na ko balbalaba ke ka ko tala dimbaya wal be doyare ne wa asifale barbitum mela no ka ko aklimal lo mo ko won pesala won yalla ne be menkala barbitum mem fana mo lon ka ko ye luaye mutamenna jojo man se mesota ka ku ko tan lekan nam man ka men lekan zaman ku ko tan aman se mesota ka ku tan lekan men no make so I ni damane tamane for wakalya da faman kolya mo molla bom dokala molla miro lede barbiti ni be ko kala ike mirale nani men kala bi sama atimi ne wulu nonya nyaadi bi ide dan do kala ka ko ye yantema kadi ko dinga be do yarine ine mira ka ko be men ke kan ati do fana na dimba yan bayo yanile ado aje do na dimba ye bayo yanile ayeke aliyati moti
Mr. Darboe janin kebulaita wato ninge interview ya fo solo mila kekende baletino amui teriti amui la kulonyo bati bi dimbaya nyabelori telekang lafte ya fo nyedrong ni sita ni long sifa keta ni solo la kol nati aka mo hakili janjane nati
no ni solo la ko foto wato wadi kamera lele ay men no manu ani al parliament bi o solo fonga jole bang ko Gambia ya jole ko Gambia ya jole bang ko ni nogo njabe jamula kuno
ha
akadia mu nyamen ay haklo janjandi bake
tonya
modungom 2 days before salo ni modungom na tanyale ngala condition oje on be menketela mano fo Gambia ye jwale le bang tala miroto Gambia nyanta menkela e moke amanke ni ka ko di dila amanke ni ka ko class dila badalilo me ye wulindi wo topoto ko luwa kuro mala wala matakata fa ni banko ka ye pondi public order as ni yalon ka ko wala ya kende ko tata wal halodo ko public order as ni ko sectional ni ya kata yoli pondi ana be fenne class remplace la noto me yalon ka ko ate mola nyanto tala ko da fana ilafta banko tanko me ko ata tanko asa no Gambia man mai mejo ni nela Gambia man no go ni nela ko balad ñu mangitela saya men usaha mangitela ata ko dari ba men kama hani bi wala be kere bodo apoko il soro la saya akata kensen mati na manke adu nin ko manka bakala kensen mati
Wow. Finally, Mr. Darboe, left some money for Labaring Olimbe Juberola. Dolko, this is first step towards justice. Muna tuta koma sign. Life sentence will get dolu 10 years. But now, what is next? Muna yamira muna next day by the Tonya Hani sign. Solora Dimbaya Bijanne, Fatima Bijanne, Mohammed Bijang. What is next?
Well, I don't know as far as the case is concerned. What is next? I don't know what conduct. I don't know what they will do. But then judgment any judgment near deliver is expected to be acted on. It's expected to be acted on. So, but that's now left with the state. That is what the local judgment it's like execute. And as an individual. Na judgment sort against and fellow citizens bitano na boya kan na enforce betala masakunda leya pura ya makoyato
enforce
bari ka enforce bari alu kukilin kunun na memira mena da hakloto onon bawo ko ki bawo kito nya lata tenne maybe mbenda solo la lawyers nyolo mba fole yele
ha
fonti solo fonti afansa afuro soto na bade diala na bade kusimo nyanta bade la nyame Italia wulu bade le Allah taka bade ko harmadi muslim hakkan ka zo na ka ko solo mu talibolete min tata tola anytime anala hijbole nyola bron samanda za bari dila yana ila fananga tali hakkan lon ko wanyanta ba de la le bado mai yalan ka ko mutum hakkan ka ba da nyala na kasanke na salama dabka na kada mbara la na ba ko le fonsi yinin karo ke sai kala cops ka hand over to the family so that na proper burial rituals is okay wise.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Darboe. Habarka bake ngeten jai for the time to talk to us. Habarka bake. Habarka. Wow, this is sad and crazy. To fact ko hani saying I'm on proper burial sort of. 6 years, right? Into hani saying I'm on proper burial sort of.
6 years. Yeah, but Mr. Darboe la kumo abo in the daming. Wale interesting tabeti because ye mo fa ko wulo ya bade ko wulo ite kanalo e ka fu mole ko balafa ite nyanda balafa ko mo fala molien
honey
I mean it's not because honey men keta fam te buka men understand kabri ya fa o nyama at least ya dia badi wala ya fo ko ngali pala fata mulala fa at least ya topato ko nyanta topato la nyame at least because ya tilimali akela banta iti amira ko ngani menketen kute bolaje ika munenukun o hanni me mira kula bari si mirenin alate mola nimme oketela o nimme okela mola fo be diale ba ya moli pa ko wulo ya fa ko wulo ya bade ko wulo I mean ite sina kam hadama ya ku fo moy ya ke mena wumunet fo mu be awon I mean, it's rather unfortunate.
So unfortunate.
It's very
sad. Yeah, you were talking about the mood at the courtroom.
Exactly. So I think fala emotional means solo la dimbayal fanan ye wala soro kono because ni jibe kono in fact be siri nyamen kiti bongoto ni manke modi mi alon ko bambanta do nyaaji fo mo bonole adim sungutin ne wadabo kam to kumanditenti abenu jele dindi
mani
ya abenu jele ngaaje la kabe ka sentence in read anin Muhammad ya muta that was something so, very emotional, yeah. So in fact kabring walatin e problem was already because kabring yankuba baji will take diam with others kafoko puru isi balafa lekan because abe mira kan nyille mfama fa and then ba fa kam pure balafa so I fenne fo so ibajala the other kam fanang minkira yankuba baji wala molti la mol bijele akomunati na wobe ofola but then
akomna dino
nyimbe ofola you someone that you kill ya fama. So in fact idunta nyola jele min sunta milnata solo sandeng la mol and the other kam milnata yankuba baji wala mol idunta nyola jele fo kelo keta kiti bungo nyinto
kiti bungo fanko
kiti bungo inside the courtroom you know nyapita nyoka jele so fo paramilitary le nata dun konoto inate bondi nyola so mol mi alon ko idabulata kono ye fintindi bantale dawa kono sungutinde ngo nyimfango ani min dunta nyola anin musudol adabe fenke fanan kono nyin solo sanden na muso yare fanan fintindi dum bantale because fanan nata bula problem o kono le ani mo ko tangol mi alon ko dunta problem o kono because itol fana dinne ngo nyin fasale mole mi alon ko ya fama fa ando nyabe mole la mi alon ko hijibunga ya confirm le ko to yato nyille fama fa so wo kamfa ba so the other kam so inata minki paramilitary le dundi kiti bunga kono ye nyil fintindi banta body later inata solo sande na muso ngaje le amurundina ana dingoni ye inata murundina before courtroom kono so before be fenko nyinkela
ruling kela
yes sentencing fangoge so one of them mi alonko I max le dung that we cannot identify jumalem adabe mulu kono le mialon ko blata nyum problem o kono afana be case nyum kono le this hardest part of it is at this stage is a lesson for security though, because nga killing je kono le mialon ko buka lono sign aka trasiring dula killing in fact kabring judge meno nying kabring sentencing bekela normally atol mi alon ko atol accusal be nyantal wulale alelo so but then ate amang lono so judge nying ya balale akay ko si nole proof anan kila appeal ki kabra be diamo la pour ka wuli alo amaken so asitale so it's a lesson for other security and momo mi alon to abuse power and everything, and it's a lesson also for na jara kende ya doku bundal mote kukuro kenola yena ay ko mbama ko ala. For example, look at this the medic mi alon ko abulata nyin ko kono ati nyin ko be kono ati la problème minti wala nyinti ko ati death certificate le dada iti alon ne ko killing nyilbe min fakang amanke to nyaati but ye nati le puruka ye kaito dada mi alon ko yalon ne ko ibe min dada ka amanke to nyaati yalon ne ko ite fango manyanta kaito sign so boden tata jele atebe min faka wala min ko enata jele ye order lady pour ate o kaito dada but wo manke excuse the as far as loi be kere fojiri manke fenti mi alon ko banko loi ya accept and also pour ka kaito dada mi alon ko ni loi ni sarro manta o fana manke fenti mi alon ko ka accept bari the worst of it is ka kaito na de kiti bungoto andu yalon ne ko nyimu kaito mi alon ko tonya mantra ko so ñil be mu council leti mi alon ko ya charge wala ade fara mu moldi mi alon ko dindulu babu ako ñim mu moldi mi alon ko man ke baya ala karambun wala karambun jo ala ela lunch be batele ako be batele bul but saying ablata ñim problem o kono le just because mole ya kerinde kula mi alon ko amanya nekel is another lesson for mol mi alon ko mol mi alon ko wolle ben security anin momo mi alon ki be doku dula ko tango mo kan kerindi fenda pour ka foko ab odalem aboda santole anata nan wala karile nyin oda pour nga nyinke nyimu feneti mi alon ko abe and is a continuation
and akumata buba yekanye min foten na security sector. That's why it's very very important nga security sector reform soto be hani so much so unfortunate nga police officer jele ibe do sembo use kaminte bulu. For example, when the court gives an order to the IGP ko then freedom in case you go there yesembo use kata boyikang you use people with influence because they have influence, they have power, you can use kela citizens soluta ke torandi days like this. When you hear about these people ibe siring moment sembo soto yankuba bajit nimbanko ka moment sembo soto atinu kuno moment sembo soto se Omar Gentino kuno niyo to mo inim borola kata ware mabo. They were powerful men in this country. But today, today it only shows when you are powerful in any position you are, especially in security. Just because you tell me sembostol until I sembostol nyanta tala case sambal prosecution nta sambalangan singolakam because ntalang IGP or ntalang nyinti, the day will come you will not be in that position. You will not be. There will become a day yang ko inente tarlaje. And
the very family disturbed because kabri be sentencing keka musudole be koma kabring ye sentenced to death. Musudole keduta koma.
Akeduta.
Yeah, akeduta le. The sentencing kele akeduta. So these are things me alonko. Amanke abe ikamin create science. Amanke abe damal normal. But your
it
family.
goes back to your family.
Your family. Na nyilba dama sebe mirror. Okay. Na trante damalem no. Okay. And sorong kasoran others. Is a big thing. Is a disadvantage to them.
Yeah.
But then also, what about the family? So ni moje aba ebe carry sentence like kedu. Alonko mobile exactly mo mi alonko ebe depend akan. So ye sentencing start le kabri ata ketuta they have to help judge nyinko ya mako pour ya fintindi banda ina samba banda because most of them what they were expecting was yahlone already ko nyil
guilty
but then they were expecting at least 5 years emantra expect uncle life
sentence to death
they were not expecting that wala na kabring a sentence in ke because that was the first count me alonko George Min read.
Wow.
Kabria read and people were crying.
Yeah.
Ila mul mi alonko inata ila mafangola. They were bitterly crying nga mul mi alonko nga wale je kiti bungo because kiti bungo nyimfatale. At first you cannot it ha lonno la jumale bota nyin dulato anin jumale mambo dulato at first ni nata kiti bungo to kabring ebe George Min read kan. But kabring sentence in keta you can differentiate ikalon ne ko kari bota janne anin kari bota janne you ikad dindi merengol jele mi alonko sunguti ningol lem ibe kumbola but then ikalon ne ko nying abe jekiri me biya faman lam nyinti o wala onkul lem nyinti o aka kule ka abe jikirin wala. So these are things mi alonko is a lesson to everyone. Let them learn be mo kane kerin defender mi alonko luwa make because at the end abe tele bulalaje. Look at these people throughout their testimony ikamimbe moy wala nyinti ko ye order dintela andung insecurity ni order di nyanta kelale most of them ibe depend kan wala kan yankuba the first accused person wala ka fo okay nte man liparoke but as the head of that institution it's very very important to understand ko you are the CEO of Kerr Fatou ning bi liparoke ke kan jang ite be sidin ja kalamuta you are responsible because ite la nyaton kaya so these are things and you are confirm le ko butero katara kerina katara sirin bunna to anda ka liparol fo mo mayle so ata da bondino la je so these are things me alon ko na mol I think nyanta karanna je bakele and then justice fanang prevailed of course ne mofa the best punishment wala minti ko ye sentence pour ye fanang fa so hana tara ba jibe la hana madiya nyanto to ko ite fala but then ibe soron na
fo
isiyo dang ibe soron na wala wan wala minti ko ni la dimbayal ko take probably ite be min fango face la at least okay sa fono le ko solo bantala la dimbayal be damen mo le mialon ko science intenting ibe sulare ne pour que fama bal science akam etela dimba ibe balori ne la dimbale barori ne but pour ni mingul pour e nyoje ini nyanta nyoje la nyamen ka fin you cannot do that
can never happen
and itele o problem o create family so when you look at the mood in the court kabrin sentencing kera ikalo ne ko yes people are disappointed ibajel mol jikela tetale iba jekam fana nyaada to le ko nyaada bialon ka ba foka mbekela nyaadile because you are dependent on this person. Yes,
that is the moral lesson here Falang. The moral lesson here is this na security forces tonya bi mo famantara kere tonya bi makalamte mo tocho mo kidnap makalamta bari nga kalamta ko bi hani saying some security officers ibe mol human rights soul abuse kan because ye sembo soto ime hani mansambe me bulamina ye fanke fambula kula nyolti just because you want to satisfy molo an hani sahaba kerene those lessons nyinka minfote bi elo la dimbaya nyatil ngola ite we were once powerful but today you cannot even ite fambonino la nyinkon sanyi lulu we lari mile tu sayi ko bita for life woto remi lela dimbaya kan ila danino ila balu ila kulbe even that affection with them for the rest of their life those kids ila life mantakela the same imake da mala ibake kele dimbayala this is a moral lesson I'm sure mi alonko na security officers ol inyante hakilo tulato
in fact Fatuma tante jam falawoto katun tega men fo wolen ko e man fen karang nduy man la fi ka fen karang nduy man interest to fana pour ka fen karang and that's the reality I have my proof ni security kalo ka tia gaso fay Mr. Darboe la korda kono and at this point of time security kalo ka foko UDP nga salibo di la lembe menkele nek dol kalo ka foko be falale can you imagine alim bi même bala fa warta ko kono nunto ye IG jelle bayjam mo jelu ni tata fo keta director to ikamune mira the next day ke sambale ye samba court o ye samba ye song 1 year 2 years imprisonment hani ibuka pensata that advantage banku dingol menu ye la life sacrifice ko alinga o bank mbe ngatra kairo kono nka jumalel makoy security jelle fote la service la yeta up to 30 years of service do 40 years of service ye dismiss me yalon ko halifa bukalon fa yemenke fa ye dismiss o ikebula kulela ni yake yete sacrifice ye dismiss banku diwon men lote ko alinga o dandi itol meje no hani kabi me moy no ya be o be jelale o be moy it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Hani kabi ko ka titar wala ka audio bonni ka fo imagine na men ka UDP mo si sapola tilimbalia anin ka kuo ke me ya lon ko nimme ya ke telate diale nimme ya ke tela molate in fact même bala fa warta Gambia ko kono alin na nga daha bari ko hani alin tuje nga halaki sometimes nga mira nka kam fam kamale because ni ngaje na dimbal bali menna inyanta education be soto lay ba soto ko Gambia wo Gambia ko jibe hani ka behave jami I think it's better ni lafita mo mako la man la fa mako la be mu nekela dolun ka fole ko nga hake bali soto na dimbali because ngi fondi ko bella na flota na energy ta na be dundi pour ko Gambia la sama bara ale ikake menu at least ya appreciate ya lon ko nyin kan to lel mako mona nim tol be nda bon nim politiko ko no mone ka me fo bisi of tanu ta fola na dimbal bali na fo be bal ani menna ta dimina wara kono bi dolu ka Ousainou neng wallahi ti alon ko na man ke politiko te hani nyamata ite hanila Ousainou nen munat ne kanen ako because of Gambia la sama wo Gambia la sama kay telephone mako na ci janne nun to ni tata fo ko director ko minister ibuka suto sino every day si bay nole ye mo jelle ko bandi ye samba NIA ye soro even the IG ka fama the best IG alabanta minto amanke mile tout ananyum do di army general everybody ibe ka laba minto mile tout mune o sabu ntol kon ka wole kele alinga banko la sila kendo ka meya lonko imaje bi ka memfo ibuka mo arrest ibuka mo muta ibuka mo lipa hani kabi dolu beje hani sinindi bakelan because hani kabi bakekan they will never learn a lesson. Yeah, it's very sad.
Fatima Soto, Fatima Sandeng, Fanambelano. Hello, Fatima. Fatima. Come tate mute. Hi, Fatima. Ibe nyadi. Bijandrong. Ibe nyadi do, Fatima.
Alhamdulillah. Ala tentu dorong.
Fatima, kunung ngal neko throughout the day. I was in contact with Musa just to check on you, Kaji Bebe Nyadile, and also I know it was a very emotional day for your family. How did you observe the day yesterday?
Kunung yaran jam fajang omandia. I had to send Muhammad credit ngawala kia telephone orang kan just call WhatsApp ngam fam mute the whole day. Because that's the way I feel like I'm presently in court because judgment yung come alialo nyame amang kalamuta ndo family team ma kalamuta no even though nga bidim pa nga emoji ni Minister of Justice ni contact lang ko how comes e ko nya ko email kinyere ya screenshot kinya ko email kinya bantani Mohammed be ko yakin to la bari man fenje I don't know it's about technology and to buka na fidunda mo hakada so since they have shown me a screenshot probably they had sent but among futan tolma so ma kalamuta so mandana Mohammed yang ko la ko nya ko nga may judgment of a kid nede anung ni mo jama kalam to ko June benong Gambia le that's because nga information aso nung kasi kina benong kera June le bari man date di no so ko no asike na tara kita no nyara inshallah nsa taje bari man nake so it was really shocking kunun samanda ko mo do mo just ulta aketanye mbarata ba ke so the only way nsa feel no ko be Gambia ni na family pije even though it be siring ba I was on the phone telephone be tel lebulo I feel ko I was sitting right there with them and at least nga kilometer from 2016 the last day mu fama jela fana.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, one of the magistrates volunteer call Kafanyako Malum Foyera Mole Aloneko Bimu court unity. So a lot of people didn't know. But just like you said, into this fight every single day. Yesterday, finally, judgment. You listened to every detail. You were on the phone with the family, every single detail. How was that feeling like?
Agadam fele along come ka panyaming jibon ni ngolon tan famanta natila no apa falang bularo nyadi mbala we konta ka panyaming famantol ta mundila no nang wote kinola bari birin 20 in April 14th birin aboto so on osuba ndo fama ta fo being told si lungi soto mi yalon ko mantaram fama la kuota Gambia lembang internationally como be yalon nyamembe court case I'm representing my family at the Usman Sonkola case in Switzerland. I'm everywhere even na mangasolo sanding case I'm making sure Koka Jame bring to just another accomplice soul because that is a way to show Soloban wala kelakam. But to kuno nada kelongo to me alonko kasi ka fanko bela mo the whole day and in Kataraje. It meant a lot to me because I felt like Solo was sitting there saying on that day he was sitting there looking and said judgment of Bekekane. In a way, na Twitter GB or my WhatsApp, I always directly speak to my dad when things happen. I'm like, I'm giving you updates. You know, we're caring. I'll get back to you whatever happens. To me, I communicate with my dad. And alhamdulillah, I just have faith and that he would be satisfied with the family he raised, not myself. But mama lembang, do malembang, koto malembang, alayalom Gambia baby said yaringalako. Solo Sanding was not only a selfless man, he was a man who raised a family that he would be proud of until today. So, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I said that. I think I said that to Muhammad last night. I said, I am so proud of you. You are raising your dad's legacy. You are raising his voice. You're amplifying what he wanted. And even at his age, Muhammad is so strong. Muhammad is so focused. I was telling somebody today, he is so matured for his age, and he understands the issues, and he's ready to fight on where his dad left. But I observed something throughout. You said it. You were sending messages to your dad at every minute, telling him Basolo. That was this is happening. Basolo, you finally got justice. Basolo thing. What is that motivation? Is that a connection you feel that's what you're having with him at that moment?
I feel like that's a connection I have with Farmer always. I don't need more being security, let's say transit and justice do well. The Cavania Fatumata in the casino one day telephone and everything yalandi and just take a day for yourself. And go okay. Bimbo Kelare. And when I try to do so, I hear my dad California was someone that makes sure the family is safe. And I'm not yet to the judgment. I can take a rest. But how can I go a whole day without connecting? And that is the thing that is in me. I have a connection with Mvama. Until baby have a connection with family. Yalo nata more me yalon ko abaluta la nadingol mo connection also. It came from Muhammad Lakuto. Ndela kuoto modu la kuwa hanimba ma afutu tala kwa takabe dame ba mama hanisa akafale Solo Sanding la muso. That's because mole miya lonko ay wale yitandina imanke fati mimi ya lonka basuwa kono ika mol torandi wale mol hati mfama mununto nka sila ngap mfama tansu jiola ngamme ay wala tansu jiola ngamme mama ka betere ke dingol tinya baromati na nabe sobe yala makala muta. We knew he was serious, but he knew also attental mulu. So what connection of him benunje wala betarlaje always. Naman taranunje biata exist la. So abenunje from the start and with every single person, even a lasting onyali ndoma. That's still the connection and I mean sort of. So it's all solo. Dalindala. Even though Amantarajan saying in our eyes, in our hearts, he's still here and we speak to him just like he used to speak to us.
Now yesterday, more Miniafa, Lua Latik and the death sentence. Do you feel that justice is served?
Alhamdulillah, mbola fala dorong yalong kapenya wendo njongo bugata mino ala kero. Wandek asikeno nyado nyama because mojama bije sila nyamo no minti walenko asikeno judgment of bekera barati nanto la favor. Because of a bankoja and lack of political will, beginning could be and how Jamela accomplished all the favor in that country and victim of Kumbora water. So Mubijamayo Silanyazo, but into the personal in more Silanyazo because Solosan enough it was already established. Kunta miya long kunyo se kungol bonino je niya long be caring. And being involved from the start. Ngalod ne ko awe mail ale puri evidence will establish because face ye blow lakan because judgment ko lang bari ikungol te bono ye. So wati mo so dansila tawato min nako aman atita ani atata nyamen kuno nte de personal bangal ko mo jama beno even doubtful because ku jama be kering Gambia sa mo me yilla no ngama mo liya men Gambia be tambila wala bari me murun ka wasifa la to wala mo fanan silandi but alhamdulillah ko kun ngata ta nyama nyim fanan mo kula de men ta tandila ko abe diam ka nyame so sanen foundation ko yalo nyame na focus in this transitional justice reform is security sector reforms media then next week on beta because na so on last commemoration kataka police warning fenkol interior minister and justice ki dajale ka diamu ani mo kense ka yitande ko be kala nyaadi le pour nga stop alcohol brutalize nya because woku si fa kilo ngay solo fa wolde on ko fala nyalta ci wolde anti nogo nyo lafta wolle tanga buruka ay bo Gambia so womun tolla la finna ko wolle because wole solo bon nyimbulo and let's say electoral reforms and but in the transitional justice Fenko Hakilo Minka when in security sector reform the Public Order Act mini alonko they should be out of our country at the moment. So when called me a Molsilande Kuno, but Konga journalist ole nyame ning ruling the judgment Kuno amanke solo sanden da mantati. Amu moja mini alonko ye fa no ko man to bari evidence masoto ka establish.
Yeah.
Judgment is for them because if Yankuba was the one sitting, the judgment was for them. Molmi yaloko ye fa, barila molma loko fa ye fa. This judgment was for them. This judgment, every Gambian letter to me yalonko itorata nya do nya Gambia bombe le torata nunje in one way or the other. The judgment is Gambia's judgment. And in Fanankata nimini be Syrian sanko. The arm of justice is stretching and is going to catch anyone. Everyone me along for ya feel like wasi kuponke no hadama dingola. Yata hani alama fair hadama dingola. So ete mo hadama dingola fair no la dola life la. And you're not above the law. So I just want to say we share the judgment with every Gambian, especially victims whose justice cannot be established. This is for them.
So when you hear you from for security sector reforms, if yamele buba ya for kunung kodro kono how Yankuba Baji say Omar Jeng when they were making their plea to the judge kafa pura tamper with mercy because they dingo lesoto dimbaya lesoto itele family jikidati niwoje once the most powerful people in our society be femman to yibulu fo ka jojo ka dani ka fa ko dimbayale ben ko ma haklo tunye niwo ning bi na security jube comme nga fo nyamin to nyam mam mo falje ka mol tocho ka mol kidnap mawoje bari hanisa en ka mol rights abuse hanisa nyabo ke kan je kanne yamira mse lano moneto kunu minketa code romoto
Nyamira security fenko personal security personnel kunu ekicho nyante fara even though ni case bitakan bari papa yani case meta domande mol kanyina mulunka ala at least mol mi ya involved in je bake isi nyina la domanding bari kunu minketa yalan ko nyinle la boss ni cross tanator buka wuli fa wala bukke ko wulindi kunu ya je wol mol jitu tela nyame saate kon bari yalan ba fa la ya fole imalla karanna iman karan andi ta karanna. That is the problem. But what we are trying to do is to make sure that ngake nyanta mimbe kala to make sure ke hakilo bulandi ka foye ko alal hakilo ya je memin fo kan ka security sector reform. It's for Gambian but it's also for the security sector. Even though the Gambian will hamla but they would end up like end up tanyame kuno ni won mol findita no inata even it dol nyala dol the genius ibuka hanyika diamu wala munu masal no mango no bokunu wal jibe. They are like trash because that's the kind of human beings they are. So so security sector, even now manke you want to follow the law, your conscience as a human being, anyante solo puriye mirako, kukilimbuka. And so my sikeno lo communicate nyameng. And the most important thing walang kajepo, Gambia be mubading killing nati. Imanya nakatara ka multilimbalia ka jibe ko itebe uniform wala ka kono katia gas ul fanyo ka Gambia no ni dun ta korda ko ne ko moy kon so jiola ngam mi mema malo maleka dinin la ko jox nga leka lolu tamit warna tax be security personnel mi ya lonko ye fence mi ya ko ya feel ko a citizen has not done something right sa kumandino le ye dia mai the Gambian is so understanding hanas dara wurin na there is a way ba kumandla nyame khalas abanda abe understand and the police need to understand this. My problem is how they cannot understand it. How that is always the problem.
And then you guys have a part to play this. You are a victim, and then Alpha Malakilobe Momenti Walom ka abuse ka adang ka make sure ko human rights wo ani wo hamole fata ala hamo mintu ngol public order act mi an ko hanisa abijang pour ay bonna loi bu kol kono sector electoral reforms, but also to fight for human rights. He died, he and his rights were violated and abused. Solo Sandem Foundation ngalone ko wonim santem albe do ko albe kelola pour kamol enlighten. Going forward, judgment ketale, what is going to be the albe mune carry on la kala name continue ka tarandi banko ka mole along hani modo make, but the foundation is doing a great job. But what is next for the foundation and the family?
Yeah, for the family, the next thing that's on our mind, and the most important thing right now is Bukasolola remains sort of proper burial diala, and I'm already in contact. Myself and Muhammad are already in contact with the Ministry of Justice. Inshallah, we'll be soon. When it comes to the foundation, we have a lot of things in the pipeline, like the already project or advocacy for security sector reform, going to meet parliamentarians, the Ministry of Interior, Office of the IGP, Ministry of Justice, so that whatever security sector reform as per the TRC recommendations, we have also other international partners, their focus is security sector. We have memorialization projects that we have, and inshallah a lot of things will come, and then if they come, we want the support of the Gambian people, because you support the foundation, you're supporting Solo. When I thought of establishing Solo Sandeng Foundation, I thought into the manning sala legacy sambano ko anyanta tala nyame. That is why I said there must be a Solo Sandeng Foundation. Nyantala legacy follow lale. Nga noma nga propagate ko active laftala nyam, because mo potential nakatambin tolla mol sila fi solo la ndolle solo long. Solo is the person we along ko mo jama malon no for April 14 but solo mo ko palatino anko falam be siri na te yalon apart from the politics, solo mo ko jama dala community to solo mo ko jama even bread bakers association. He was into anything and everything that would just bring solutions. Atemo mo si falde or my budget school based on the summer, I would be allocated 2 or 3 kids. Allocated some kids. Muhammad will be allocated. I'm going to biology because the moms will come and say, "Yes, we're left ending our school." I'll be going to Femko Yundum Nyolembang. Mom is having choose school you might only choose. And then you will be able to see the whole day Purka Plus or Muhammad is at another school. Aminata is at another school. My father is at another school. Internal PTA meetings on Kabukata because he's there for other kids. That is the man that we had as a father, and we couldn't change him, and then that is what he offered Gambia as well. So Gambians need to respect him, and when we say Solo Sandeng, that name should be a unifying figure for the Gambia. It amazes me sometimes how Gambians fail to see that an individual can be up there, and regardless of your political affiliations, respect that person who respected and loved you so much so that he gave his life and every single thing for your sake. Solo didn't ask for anything. Ama fale nin fata len na dimbali ko de jama dila ama moñinin ka Gambia atata le ko alim fa pour Gambia si daha woto mola conscience nyante sola le wo mari ani man ku kendo fona la ko woto abunya. The respect is deserved. Sometimes you can kudoji internet order. Because nga fo nyame solo family race mini alonko alhamdulillah kan fan control no ni wonte no molbe moyla dula jamal leto because you can see like mulunjo jamal le moy and everything. Solo didn't deserve that, and whatever they say, even though does not tamper with the legacy of Solo. But Gambians need to learn to respect their own. Why do we know Nelson Mandela, Steve Biko? A lot of people, it's because their countrymen respected them. So moving Abunya, that is the message I have for Gambia. Respect the people who have given their all for you to be who you are today. It's worth it. Because tomorrow you will have more people who want to do that for you. You don't respect the ones who already did, you don't have anyone today or tomorrow who will be ready to do that for you ever again.
Wow. There isn't much I can say after this. Fatima, thank you very much, and thank you for the sacrifice that your family has done to the Gambia, for the entire country. It's the same message Fala Yemin for Jambuba. Thank you very much, Fatima. Thank you. Fala Yemin for Jam Fatima he looked at his family. Ako sometimes Naila Dimbaya Jube from why am I doing this? Why am I putting my family through this? This is what she's saying. It's sad, to be honest, how we don't respect and honor our people. Solo Sunday, take the politics out. The people that know him will tell you how he's a community organizer, how he sacrificed so much. Hani Kababe Fala, he died with so much hamo. Ko Gambia nyanta falinale. Everything that he believed in, Gambia. If somebody died in that kind of cause, I think Gambia should be respectful. Even Kulung, I was like, what the heck is going on, Gambia? Today is the solo judgment. That reaction on social media was not that. I'm sorry to say, but the reaction was some rape case. Yeah. It's sad. Our country is sad.
No, but Fatou, let me tell you a story here.
Yeah.
Iba imagine no lale lumme yente the first day ning barometer. Akonyo ko fala niaji nteketa president ala nal tolu. Yente soro. Yenna moto soro kanna dimbal balundi men. Then Cabriya release len tata na moto kama NIA. Cabriya na moto release a den lapte sambala ko dil den ba tambedu. Akonyo ko no kana sama ko you are part of the government kay ko yes akonyo ko ba settle out of court. Kabrim ba bota je kuman soto wal man choice soto I have to go to court. Ntata court ye ruling ke iko nyantan compensate lale. I have been following this thing ntata nga yasamba ministry interior. I went there after Sonkole Benunje, which is my own brother.
Yeah.
Okay, ma no after how to call it election. Then after covering election of Botala, ya te bondi na the same brother yankum siaka Sonko yole appoint. Ntate je that ruling iko ya sent to Ministry of Justice iko ya appeal again. Can you imagine?
Wow.
They said they appeal the case again. So they appeal my own vehicle, yen sorong, yen na moto sorong, ime nirante nga menke bankoye, ikafo ibo appeal. But ko jan nimbe fala mbe bulala ko normal. Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
So we have this problem. You see, Gambia nga most of the mialong ko lafta ka fa bankoye.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them, and Solo was part of them. Solo dabe no molo ko le mialong ko aparetala. Okay, but in the Gambia, political tamendi and everything, right? And also not among the political damadi fanam. But then mbuka molje mialong ko wole ka fa banko. Even nitara for banda. So we have this problem. Unless we change the mentality and income mira nyame.
Yeah.
If we change that, I think there are a lot of things mialong ko nyanta. Now you look at Senegal. When it comes to politics.
But when it comes to national issue?
Yep. Yeah. All of them, they come together. So, Bangudol Fana Wonyama, but in the Gambia it's different.
Yeah.
Right? We understand we have the lives of Salo Sandeng. Solo multimia long kwa doko ke Gambia, janabe bana, kwa dingo ya fonyame. You know, mo mia long ko, akawandi dingo represent ka dingo fango to jesa long ko, banku kano leo sabu. Not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
Mo jamal ke okeno. So, and we have people mialong ko ibake ka. But then the problem is ibajira ko ibafola okay karibe nyim party oldo ndebe nyim party oldo nta celebrate nola ila focus nyende kila minti wala minti ko alafta mune kila bankoe ando mune wala hamodi pour ka ke bankoe
yeah
natara no mo botanum whether UDP NPP APRC or any other political party ando ngalon ko national interest ay wala soto or national interest kono abanta wolto anyanda celebrate la. It is true that even social media kun for molman case kalamuta nyam, but even kabriya kalamuta mol maji mo jamal mialong ko ya safi people were not because the reason is most of the people
politicize less
I don't political okay nyemu UDP called nyemu MPP called nyemu APRC called these are things me alon ko ben banko samba kan ko let's nga mol celebrate me alon ko nyanta celebrate because model bije ku jama la ke banko so wol ibe baluring e mantra baluring nyanta celebrate lale especially mo me alon ko afata bankol la koto laftale pour ka to le bondi fata wolto ay nim banku dollem nim banku dollem na lungo murtanan holiday nyanda sodola do ko manyana kala because mole mi alon ko afata bankole so these are things mi alon ko definitely gambiano nyanta change lale ni momo diamre ko abe protocol la e yel sende da protocol la even mol bi be tarasa fero la no ani nyil fam e be nyi appeal lale these people already kunung nye tara court ibalo nale ko these people are guilty ibal na le ko nyimu mo leti mi alon ko sontale ko
abani fa admit le takela ko na mo ngati ko non takela
so admit le so these are people even kabila mo le kelo start kid I saw them you will tell ka fo ko kana kelo yes they did that so iba jira le ko nyimu mo leti mi alon ko sontale man ni ko fo ning mbiro sontale ko mboyta dala mutala ko no amamboy biro le nyo bori ngoke a sontale so let's try nganna banko murundi nga mol celebrate ni alon ko nyanda celebrate la abota party to ni alon ko ay interest le so proka banko samba nyaado abe baloring amantra baloring nga celebrate especially me fata banko so I think that is very important
but I'll come for jang one thing which I don't agree totally is one thing hanni ye mira kabrin tolbe mile 2 Dr. Aissatou Touré wol follow la ko futatama ko wala lafta lola pour kanyem kake presidential candidate we all endorsed Dr. Aissatou Touré right kabrin nata je after some days wude sise atata tola nata njiba ka fonye nem fama konye baba nkai ko nam akonye tata tola nata with Adama Barrow bari na menje Gambian kola akonya hani kabiru Ousainou be bola na mbase kana na congreto amantambi wala that was a very very difficult day in mile 2 right ntele lotanko na pati dimo nteo ni mo falina even with the executive don't pay mela opinion lo but some people can you imagine ye kawo dimo wala already ko I will support you bar kabrim baro na tambele shot kofta nko nten na pati dingo ni mo koten falina sani nna pati dingo na atake presidenti wakantol treat tech ibe mo na falante ite alone ko I sacrifice my life and somebody is beaten to death and then ite ke presidenti ite man tol nyaajo fitano sani jumal ben tol nyaajo fitala jumal ben tol kalamutala please I mean di nka nyim fola akakem curiosity but manta mo jalayla but his excellency president Barrow mbatele jalayla okay nintol kumbota atelen kumboni nintol keta doya moti atelen tol doya but nobody else atelen because ateba enjoy ka nintol mem yam fam faydu hanin nanyanto amam pare kawdina amanna dimbal kalamuta fara ko ka balu nyame oila education also ala karatije but time will tell
kacha emotional ta I think buba mi fuja important tabake what is important is as a nation na mo kendolu ngi celebrate jenika fa when it comes to things like this it should be a national issue nga political bondi woto nga kudol bondi je political mu feneti dunia kolam and it's important because atele kan baluwol ni ko
tamale alkiyama ko
fananom akumaya tabake but come here fanyama I always say this when it comes to Senegal ni national issue nata ikamera ko ni momentara nyol America no jube when it comes to idamal ikamera bibe nyofala but ni la foreign policy nata one voice long they have only one voice when it comes to foreign policy because that is America versus the other people Senegal fanambola when it comes to Senegal it's a new fa family bibe nyofala but ni Senegal ni banku do Senegal damal and I think recently be election or level political and I saw people me alongo nteka
just look at the AFCON
nteka makisala
bring AFCON win for oppositional mandat
no malinga nze nteka makisala tonye what was the Makisal. Anyway, team song call. Makisal Tony all the time. And I see somebody don't get involved in our politics. All the political time, and even though Mama Killer castigate, it tells you one thing. When it comes to their president, they don't want you. It is a castigate, but in Malifiti a castigate. National issue. It will they respect. And it okay that no political. Of course, yes. We cannot do no political. No opposition nga castigate nga model fana involved. So I think about time gaminol ngol falling national issues na mo kendolu nge celebrate. But I do one thing. I do know one thing. Wala. Aduta nyawo nya solo sande minke nyimbanko kan moto wotutu no. No. Minke ta jang solo sande na nyongol fala nyol anen no go nyaa nyol fanmata jawara nyol fanmata kamara nyol ye kuwa ku ke nyimbanko kan woto tutu no. Woto mbalten tula mbalde la mune wala kuma la wote be fola badi ngol mbe jibero.
Anyway, nakuma laba ombe memfola wole most in ka fole ndumbe wole senkana. Gambia dingolo alinkana som politiko yenda mal du nyola. It's rather unfortunately. Abuka bula ni motema, abuka ni modu nyola because alkaji yankuba baji memfonu. Nabe steering Joshua ne manjam fa nyola. But politiko buka dunte ni motema. It's not possible. Na principle is my principle. Na life is my life. But politiko buka dunni nyotema. You see, agree no.
Nin karile nin tonya nata tonya mu alale tati tonya te motati nin tonya nata alimbe nga tonya fasa nin bataro nata alimbe nga bay barika tonya fasa because of ite kanyina support hanna mantra tonya kan iko ba support lawka kon vitamin to tonya mu tonya damalti ndum ameta nyawnya tonya damale balabana woto alinga son tonya la nga nyomu ta kon tolle bota bakilim fakiling mbal tentula mbal jala kabrin nata jamin se wota bake because ma imagine la avec interview kan lumme bedum bantale bar kabri nata nga development membe jang way nyafa bake be duale bake alla nyindula alma yirwala alma be mo bayala al sola simani jata kende ala din harje fi banku do ko mo nyinati akedro ning ala tema handi mol mejo yene be mutarim bulu non alhamdulillah nsonta ko ala be njola le katu man kende a nyaw nyam bar ni nje safa ko man fo fenna mune otina ala tento bawo at least jale bala kumole nim don manjari dole transola bari njarta dole million la alhamdulillah rabbil alamin assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
amin yes memol be tentula ke jay rek wa fa la mole yen nomad na programme côté ngoldo ye sta jamal fanan sen mole Kerr Fatou programme support momo be jibere la comment section o bara albe stal jalaji ale sta jamal sen pour que programme diala mi alonko program kendolem ngal tentu kal jeba barka baki kana program mo for the first time mandali janante dalta la tawlo la bi o kay data janne but to nya ko mi afo nyame ko maytal bayri nimol ka donate through the stars they empowering the program the network and even support kana because ni south stars and aka turn into cash for the network and then wokono the program wol keno imaje kuno buba be nyun court house of suto 9 o'clock kana tali live mun be keni ka reaction wo be mun ka sabuno sembolom mi alon ko ka soto na sponsor bulu bare ani fana mol mi nan ko ka jibero ke kan support through the stars yes ta jamal sen pour ngata satellite
satellite also ka am fale ta satellite to nyalo network ko soto ka satellite to nyalo but thank you very much Buba for the good job you're doing fala nga baraka ba ke beten tulam be jayla me molten tulam mi nan ko already stars sen already beten tula science ngaje modo fana fila stars sen science baten tulam be jayla mol min yalon ko be jubero la anin fanan solo sandina dimbaya be tentula ala muso nyima nin diningol Fatima nin diningol be tentula be jayla anin victime dolo no go jay ni momo se reach out no ni wato kuna mankende ya ni momo se reach out no ya call wara ya jube abe kumaya la baki ka tonya mankende ya Mr. Dawo ya fuja nakade abe kunu baraji kila de dantena de amta B she was supposed to come to the program but telephone kay hani abuka tama no fanga you know mankende ya anin victime dolo be mol kana nyinela kana nyina kato eko momi ya lonko anyina ta drongo mo ungrateful ndo manye as a nation we cannot be ungrateful but nga mol fana ngol mi an kabin de wat ko bi solo sandem boy buka tulunga hani soma ibije social media people like coach Pasamba Jaw ñol ngi jele hani kuno nga jele fi always they are always in support of victims so woto wol mu mo leti minana ko tonya manya na nyina la wol fanan na sombe mol be tentulo Charles lutanga ma yobu programme te parengo ma nge wax ah lu waral lolu man sign out ak lock out man sign out ak lock out fo xaw jital nga ta man ma nge buga jaxle di sign out ma nga ma lock out yo ko yakamti nga tu me mol be tentulo Uncle Fala thank you very much Buba thank you very much the technical team Charles Sire and Mustafa good night to you all ani mol me be jibero minister sen balbe tentulo mbal deyla ala baraka bake for next week inshallah next week nga luntam bale soto ndafala mole bari nga luntam bale soto anyway
mal la ne volti de manyan na fama la jabi
hani manyan na fama la jabi ala kana bubale bari sa am tabakal so chabi aka bake kacha was very interesting definitely mbe soto la jang again Esa wanted to be here for this program Esa hani Olibe bari man nano Esa be Dakar le man na tata program do la barati jambal inshallah next week nte tol sambala nan next week nga exclusive le soto bale soto so I'll be say pare next week is a very big guest I have an exclusive next week inshallah bal tentula bal dayla good night to you all bye bye see you next week inshallah
but alien in Senya
so I'm stronger as the sole ground operator at the Banjul International Airport. With an expansion in travel services, customers are assured of GIA's capacity to cater for all their travel needs, provided by professional, experienced, and ever-smiling staff. GIA's Hajj package and services, by far the best in the country, give the customers the opportunity for a memorable Hajj experience. For a more efficient cargo services, GIA means business as it launches its new multi-million-dollar ultra-modern cargo complex to revitalize and stimulate air transport. GIA, the pride of the Gambia.
Every day is a new opportunity to make sure our first impressions are always our best and to see possibilities on the horizon. To make our facilities and services more accessible and find freedom all around us. With a location proximity to active markets, with a liberal air transportation policy. That daily pursuit is how we turn everyday opportunities for you. For all destination marketing support, customized packages for new existing airlines and operators, and for a highly ranked tourist destination, the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority is here to serve. We regulate air transport, operate and manage BIA technical requirements, merged with commercial considerations. We have experienced and well-trained aviation professionals to cater for your needs. For investment opportunities in building airport hotels, shopping malls, playground for children, do contact us on 4472-831, 4472-893. Gambia Civil Aviation